Hey my YouTube friends, welcome back. This video is for people who are interested in Windows on ARM PC or who are interested in those Copilot Plus Windows PCs or people out there looking for buying one of these Galaxy Book 4 Edge. I'm not going to run any benchmarks or test any of the AI features, even though Microsoft, Qualcomm, or all these laptop manufacturers are bragging about these AI features, these Copilot Plus AI features that can leverage the NPUs of the new chip. I do feel in 99.99% of use cases where users aren't really going to benefit a lot from those use cases. I did watch one of the commercials that Samsung shot to demonstrate the recall feature, the recall AI feature. They designed a very specific scenario that can benefit from the recall AI feature. But in this video, I'm going to focusing on people who are looking for a MacBook Air alternative or Ultrabook that can do video watching, light office, web browsing, Teams, messengers, chat, light coding, stuff like that. And the review is going to be based on my own user experience. I'm going to compare this new Galaxy Book 4 Edge versus a few other laptops I used before. One is the MacBook Air M1. This one I've been using it for a couple of years. And also this ThinkPad X13S, this ThinkPad X13S, which is also an ARM PC. It runs a inferior chip than the latest Snapdragon X Elite or X Plus. It runs the Snapdragon SC3. The important thing is I got a lot of Windows on ARM experience from this PC, and I did have a good time with this one on some light office use. I do like this one, so I'm going to also compare this with the Galaxy Book 4 Edge. You know, the best part of this PC is Windows on ARM was so bad that no one would want this PC, and I got this one from Best Buy in a huge discount. I got this one for less than $500, which is really a good deal. All right, the first thing, why I choose Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge over other Windows on ARM or this Copilot Plus PC first waves, because out there are other Copilot Plus PC in the first wave, including Lenovo Slim 7X, Asus VivaBook, and Surface Laptop 7 and Surface Pro, which I'm really close to buy one of those Surface Laptop 7s. I was so looking forward to Surface Laptop. I own the first generation of Surface Laptop and really like that. I always wanted the Surface Laptop lineup to have some refinement or redesign with thinner bezels, better screen, larger screen. But instead, I got this one, the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge, for three main reasons. The first one is this is the lightest laptop among the first wave Copilot Plus PCs. It just weighs 1.16 kilogram. I believe it's also the thinnest of all these first Copilot Plus PCs. The second and most important reason is I really like the screen of this one. It has the best screen among all of them. It has a 2880 by 1800 OLED 120 Hz refresh rate AMOLED display. And more importantly, this glossy screen has a anti-glare coating, which really helps reduce reflection in certain lighting conditions. And I've seen this anti-glare coating in action with S24 Ultra, the phone, and also I used to own a Galaxy Book 4 Pro. I really like this screen. Some people said these are all glossy OLED screens and they're reflective, and there's no difference between the Galaxy Book 4 Edge and the rest of them. That's actually not true. And the third thing is price. So when I pre-ordered this one, the pre-order price was $1,349, but it actually gave you a free 55-inch Samsung TV, which is $349 worthy. And in Samsung website, they always have this employees or education discount offers. And in employee offers of this laptop, you actually get an additional $70 off. And you can trade in any basically waste electronics, any Surface, any iPads, you no longer need it, and that's another $30 off. Plus, with the employee offer, they actually upgrade the free TV from 55-inch to 65-inch, which is a $499 worthy TV, which you can easily resale on Facebook Market or Catalyst or wherever you want to sell it to. So those are the reasons made me pull the trigger instead of buying a Surface Laptop 7, which I was always longing for this Galaxy Book 4 Edge. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the battery life. This one has a really good battery life. It's apparently better than the X13S, which is the Windows on ARM PC I use in the office. it beats the Intel laptop left and right in terms of battery life. It's not just the battery life is good. For those x86 PCs or Intel-based Windows PCs, one big drawback is even though it has a pretty decent performance when plugged in, when using on battery, the performance really sucks. The Galaxy Book 4 Edge or Windows ARM PCs, I don't feel the performance drop using batteries. The efficiency of the Snapdragon X Elite is really, really good. In many of the typical scenarios or use cases, you won't get this one plugin. These are designed to be portable. You're supposed to carry this all around without plug-in powers. And the performance on battery is a very important factor. I think that's one of the key things Windows on x86 PCs, those Intel-based laptops, were lacking. For the thermal design, this is not a fanless PC, which I'm a little bit disappointed at, because the MacBook Air is like fanless. It's dead silent when you're using it, and in most of the time it stays cool, and that's really, really nice, especially when you're using it not on a like desktop. When you bring this, when you use it in bed watching some movies, and when you carry it around. And this X13S, this laptop, is a fanless design, but the performance is way worse than the more advanced Snapdragon X Elite chip. This one runs hotter than the MacBook Air, and the Galaxy Book 4 Edge is the hottest among the three. But the improvement from this one to the previous Galaxy Book 4 Pro is non-comparable. That one, I cannot use it in any conditions other than on a desktop. You can't really use it on your laps. It'll like burn you and making you feel really uncomfortable. And you can't watch a movie or watch some videos when you're like laying on your bed, because that one is just running too hot. And this one, it still runs hotter than the MacBook Air. But of course, this one, the fanless design, this is dead silent too. But for those x86, this one is easily the quietest and coolest. I already mentioned the screen. It's a 2800 by 18,000 AMOLED, Super AMOLED, 128 refresh rate display. It has the sharpness of the text, and it has the vibrant colors in the videos when you watch the videos. Next, about the design, the look of this laptop, I feel it's a little bit subjective. I prefer a darker color of this laptop. I really wish they can have a like space gray, or at least the same color as the Galaxy Book 4 Pro used to have. But overall, the design is good, and the quality, it's really high quality. You can lift this screen using one finger or one hand, and the chassis is very sturdy. The screen looks fantastic. The chain of the screen is thicker than most of the modern laptops, but the good thing is that the logo here, the Samsung logo here, is like much more muted. You won't notice it when like watching TVs or use this laptop. The speaker of Galaxy Book 4 Edge, it's way worse than the MacBook Air M1, and as many of the Windows PCs or the Windows laptops, these speakers are not really good. The keyboard is good. I like these large keycaps, and I do feel it has a slightly longer key travel than MacBook Air. The keyboard is good. I like these large keycaps, and I do feel it has a slightly longer key travel than MacBook Air. I like the typing experience on this one, quite similar to Surface Laptop. I also like the feel of typing on ThinkPads. I think ThinkPad has one of the best laptop keyboards. Okay, compare Windows on ARM versus macOS. It's an easy win for macOS because you just feel the macOS is more polished, and all the software run no problem on Apple's M chips. Of course, this is their in-house chip, and it's been out for so many years and for so long time. For Windows on ARM and Windows specifically, you do feel sometimes it's less polished. Sometimes you feel like the font size and the fonts of each interface are a little bit different. Those legacy programs, the fonts are not really looking good. And sometimes you have some problem dealing with high resolution screens. No matter how you adjust the scale and the text size, sometimes you have some difficulty to find the consistent font size. I do have less problem using macOS. I always feel the software is so well and so polished, and all the fonts, the interface are so consistent. It's really a win for the macOS. And I love the three-finger gesture to move things around for macOS. And I love the full screen switch gestures. For now, you do have some apps only runs on x86 Windows. I know Windows on ARM. I know Windows on ARM has this like Prism emulation system that's supposed to emulate the x86 or x64 NAPs. And I think for most of the lightweighted x86 NAPs, that should be okay. But for softwares like the Adobe photo editing or video editing that doesn't have a ARM native app compiled yet, you don't want to run those on the emulation all time. Another thing I noticed, very subtle, is that I find the touchpad on Windows on ARM PCs aren't really as accurate on like normal Windows laptops. I have the same problem for this one as well as the X13S. I do feel the cursor is not so accurate. Maybe the precision drivers on these touchpad for Windows on ARM still need some polish or updates or improvements. Okay, that is my opinions on Galaxy Book 4 Edge and Windows on ARM PCs for now. I feel if you're gonna use this laptop as your only laptop, maybe the MacBook is still a better choice. The Windows on ARM PCs are actually getting better and better, and I believe over time the software can grow really big really quickly. And yes, I do think Windows on ARMs are the future of Windows, and Windows on ARM PCs are the future of Windows PCs and laptops.